Good night. Welcome to Meditation App Space. My name is Luna, and tonight I will be sharing with you a yoga practice. It's a heart opening yoga practice. I'm sorry, I think there's not a lot of light at the moment. Let me turn. All right, there you go. So I'll be sharing a yoga practice, heart opening. And all you're going to be needing for this class is your yoga mat, body length space. I said that you will be needing just that, but if you like some props and you use them, go ahead and keep them handy. I'll be using a block too, just for the first part, but if you don't have a block, you can use a pillow also. And other than that, that's all basically that we'll be needing. We're going to be doing some bridge pose. And that's about it. So when we keep an open heart, really open and receptive to everything in our life, every experience, to see it as a gift instead of like thinking why it happened to me, but rather instead of that, why is this happening through me? And instead of also why, to see what's the learning behind it that we need to absorb, to understand, and also what are the things that I need to let go of and to create more space. So when we have an open heart, we receive it, but at the same time, we let go of all the things weighing us down and just to like really let go and receive. So just create your space, whatever you need to do in order for this to happen. I'll give you a few minutes for this, 1 minute or two. Happened with the internet, but now I think now it's working. There you go. All right, so we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna go really briefly underneath and just feeling your heart. Bring one hand to your chest and the other one towards your belly. Feel your breath, connect with it. Take a deep inhale and take a deep exhale. Let it go through your mouth. And take a deep inhale and take a deep exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Last time. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Let it go. Bring your hands to your laps. And as you synchronize yourself, connection to your breath, to this present moment, let your tongue float inside your mouth. Whatever thought, whatever it is that might be weighing you down or just not keeping you in the present moment, remember that wherever your prana goes, wherever your thought goes, wherever your mind goes, prana flows. So just Just observe it without really judging it and come back to the present moment. And find something, set an intention for tonight's practice. Something that resonates within your heart and within your soul. And send all of that energy towards that intention. We're gonna start chanting an just to open up the class, to open up the practice. If you want to chant with me, you can go ahead and do it. And if not, you can just listen and just sing it in your head. Yoga, the word yoga means to yoke. It's unifying soul, body, and mind together. It's being in the present moment and staying here, connecting with your body, with your mind, and your soul. So take a deep inhale. Start opening up your eyes. Just blink them until you open them up. And we start moving the head, just making rolls with your neck towards one side. Just noticing if there's any resistance, and towards the other side. Say yes with your head. And say no. Bring your arms up, just doing some circles, opening up, bringing your shoulder blades together. Thinking of a cow pose. As you bring your arms forward, think cat pose. As you bring your arms backwards, think cow. And towards the other side, just giving some mobility to the spine. And bring the block. Actually, we're going to start like this. Bring the block. So there's 3 levels in the block. You can do it, or your pillow. Just find some position that you feel comfortable to hold it for a little bit. So this would be like level 1, level 2, and more intense level. So we're just gonna keep my block on the highest one, but you can pick whichever you want, one that makes you feel comfortable. Remember to make this practice your own. So extend both of your knees and bring the block right between your shoulder blades. And open up from your heart space and just let your hands and your arms hang loose behind you. Let your head hang. Bring your drishti or your look towards the tip of your nose or towards the sky. Keep activating your feet. And as you inhale, come back up. Feel the openness in your heart right away. And just set the block aside for a little bit. Come to tabletop position to all fours, stacking your shoulders right above your wrists and your knees, hip width apart. Keep your spine neutral. And then as you inhale, without bending your elbows, look forward, bringing your shoulder blades together and your chest melting towards the ground. And as you exhale, round your spine, look for your belly button. Inhale. cow pose. And as you exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And now we're gonna start doing some weights with the spine. So as you exhale, bring and just keeping your spine in cow pose. As you exhale, bring your hips towards your heels. And as you exhale, round your spine, look for your navel, and shift the weight forward all the way. And back again. In cow. And as you exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just doing little circles, moving the spine, moving your head with the spine. Just being very natural wherever your body wants to move. Try not to bend your elbows. And as you exhale, walk your hands one step forward. Curl your toes under and lift your knees above off the ground. Same plank pose. And as you exhale, shift the weight backwards, shooting your hips towards the sky and trying to plug in your heels towards the ground. So maybe it's the first downward dog of the day, so maybe you can take it out for a walk, bending one knee and the other. Saying yes with your head, saying no. Start walking your feet towards your hands. Forward fold. So if you need to bend your knees a little bit in order to keep your spine lengthened, go ahead and do so. Grab opposite elbows. Just let your head hang heavy. And within each exhale, start to extend your knees a little bit deeper. A little bit more. Keeping your belly and your core making contact with your quads. And then as you exhale, very slowly start rolling up vertebrate for vertebrate. Last thing that comes up is your head. Samasthiti. We're gonna do a couple of rounds of sun A. So actually, what you're gonna do is as you inhale, lift your arms up. Extend your elbows, and as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward. Halfway lift, and as you exhale, plug the palms of your hands. Step one foot backwards, the other one comes with it. And as you exhale, bend your elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, you can either, if you want a more vigorous practice, then you can go ahead and follow along. And if not, just keep walking your feet towards your hand throughout the whole rounds of sun salutations. If not, follow along. Bend your knees, look forward, and do a little hop and come in between your hands. Forward fold. As you inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, either step your feet backwards or jump backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Here for 1. For 2, inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Either walk your feet or jump in between your hands, forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms up. And as you exhale, Samasthiti. 1 more. Inhale, bring your arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, step your hands. Jump backwards. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Over here for 1. For 2, if it's in your practice, your Ujjayi breath, then start connecting with it. For 3, inhale, look forward, bend your knees. And either jump or walk your feet in between your hands, forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and as you exhale, Samasthiti. Gonna go for 3 rounds of sun salutation V. Bend your knees, raise your arms, forward fold, que no te siga. Inhale, come up, and we're gonna go for a couple of rounds of sun V. Bend your knees, Uttanasana, and as you exhale, forward fold, Chaturanga. Inhale, halfway lift, upper facing dog, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. No. Inhale, look forward, step the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, warrior 1. As you exhale, frame the right foot, step it backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. And as you inhale, lift your arms up, warrior 1. As you exhale, frame the left foot, step it backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, jump in between your legs. And Utkatasana. As you exhale, Samasthiti. One more. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, bend your knees. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, jump backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. And that same exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Warrior 1. As you exhale, frame the right foot, step it backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, step the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, frame the left foot, step it backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Jump in between your hands, bend your knees. And Utkatasana. Samasthiti. Last one. Inhale, bend your knees. Look towards your hands. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, jump backwards or step your feet backwards. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. As you exhale, downward facing dog. And in that same exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, warrior 1. And as you exhale, frame the right foot, step it backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot in between your hands. As you inhale, lift your arms up, warrior 2. As you exhale, step the left foot behind you, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let it all go. Inhale, look up between your hands. Lift the right foot up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bend the right knee as if you want to touch your left glute with your right foot. And look behind your left shoulder. Start shifting the weight as if you want to open up your chest, as if you want to catch your foot with your right hand behind you. And as you exhale, plug the palm of the right hand back again into the mat. And now as you exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. That same exhale, drop the left knee towards the ground. And as you inhale, lift your heart up. Lengthen through your spine. Inhale, lift your arms. Option 1, interlace your fingers behind your head. extending your elbows and look up towards the sky. Option number 2, interlace your fingers behind your back and extend elbows and look up. The thing and the intention is to really open up your heart. And option number 3, bring the tip of your fingertips towards the ground, opening up through your heart space. Walk your hands back again to frame your right foot. Curl your toes under of your left foot. Lift the left knee away from the ground. Now as you inhale, lift your chest up, lengthen through your spine. Your arms up to warrior 1. Option number 1, you can bring cactus arms. Opening up from your heart space, look up towards the sky. Keep opening up your heart. And we're gonna shift into a warrior 2. Bring in line the heel of your right foot in line with the arch of your left foot. Arms should be in line with your shoulders, and your drishti should be going in front of your right index finger. As you inhale, bring the energy above your right ear, opening up. Look up towards the sky. Now, as you exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back and bring the crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale, lift. And as you exhale, shift the weight towards the right heel, bending the left knee, extending the right knee. Skandasana. If you need to plug your fingertips towards the ground, you can go ahead and do that. Now, frame the left foot. Drop the right knee. Inhale, lift the chest up. Vinyasa, and you can try and go a little bit deeper here. Look up towards the sky. Keep opening up your heart space. Plug the palm of the right hand right in front of your left foot. Bend the right knee and try to catch the right foot with your left hand. Feeling that stretch in your quad, opening up from your heart space. Look above your left shoulder. Exhale, release. Let it go. Step the left foot backwards. Tabletop, and as you exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose. And let it go through your mouth. Inhale, lift the left foot up towards the sky. And as you exhale, start rotating until your left knee points towards the sky. And as you want to touch your right glute with your left foot. Keep plugging your hands towards the ground. Now start going into like a side plank, as if you want to catch your left foot with your left hand, opening up from the heart space. And as you exhale, plug the palm of the left hand back towards the ground. Step the left foot in between your hands and drop the right knee towards the ground. Inhale, lift your chest up. Vinyasa. Shift the weight forward. Option number 1, you can interlace your fingers behind your back, extending your elbows, or interlace them behind your back. Behind your head was one option, the other one is behind your back. Keep opening up from your heart space. Option number 3, you can bring you can bring your fingers towards the ground. Keep opening up from your heart space, look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, frame the left foot, curl your toes from your right foot, and lift the right knee away from the ground. Inhale, lift your chest up. Warrior one. You can bring cactus arms here, once again opening up from the heart space a little bit deeper. Look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, warrior two on the left side. Arms should be aligned with your shoulders, and your drishti should go towards your left index finger. As you exhale, bring the energy above your head with your left hand, above your ear. Open up to your heart space. And as you exhale, start bending the right knee, extending left knee. Skandasana, you can keep your hands plugged in towards the mat or bring your hands in a praying position in front of your heart. Noko. And as you exhale, frame the right foot, drop the left knee towards the ground. Plug the palm of your left hand towards the ground. Bend the left knee and try to catch your left foot with your right hand. Open up to your heart space. Look above your right shoulder. And as you exhale, step the right foot behind you. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. And as you exhale, lift your hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog, plugging the soles of your feet towards the ground. Say yes with your head, say no. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let it go. Start walking your feet towards your hands. Inhale. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. Interlace your fingers. Now as you inhale, look down. Try to see if you should be able to see your toes. Keep bending your knees. And now as you inhale, extend your knees. Keep interlacing your fingers behind your back, behind your head. And as you exhale, halfway fold. Keep extending your arms. Release your fingers. Extend your knees and then forward fold. Keep your arms behind your head. Now bend your knees again into your Utkatasana. I'm going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend your knees. Now we're going to change the interlace of your hands. I'm just going to come forward so you can see. So we had our hands like this. Now we're going to go this way. So we're going to cross our arms and interlace our fingers. And try to bring your arms as far back behind your ears as possible. So keep extending your knees. And now halfway fold. Extend your arms. You're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, belly button in, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1, inhale, lift, and now change the cross of your arms. So if you had first in front your left arm, now bring it behind the right one. Interlace your fingers once again, and bring your arms as far away behind your ears as possible. And now as you exhale, once again, halfway fold. Try not to compensate by bringing your hips behind, but rather really feel how you're having the balance, keeping your balance with your toes. Extend, forward fold. I'm going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift. Let it go. Release your arms. Bring one hand towards your belly and the other one towards your heart space. Feel your breath. Remember your intention. Now we're gonna do a little bit. One more full. So inhale, open up your eyes. Inhale, bring your arms up. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your feet backwards, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. This time, you're gonna lift your right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, you're gonna bend your right knee as if you wanna touch once again your left glute, and very slowly start rotating your left foot until you open up into wild thing. Come back to center. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left foot up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bend the left knee behind you as if you want to touch your right glute with your left foot. Start rotating your right foot, keep plugging it into the ground. And as you exhale, step the left foot towards the ground. And as you inhale, open up into wild thing. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Say yes with your head, say no. Inhale, come to plank pose. Drop, and just slide your hips close to your hands. Let your toes relax. And enter into a Cobra. Look up towards the sky. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your shoulder blades together as much as you can. And as you exhale, child's pose. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Once again, inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, look forward. Now slide your hands forward and bring your chest and your chin towards the ground. Puppy pose. At least that's the intention. If your chin or your chest cannot touch the ground, that's okay. Just keep, as long as you're feeling it in your shoulders. We're gonna hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come forward. Inhale, Cobra once again. Roll your shoulders away from your ears, lengthen through your spine, bring your shoulder blades together behind you, look up towards the sky. Exhale, child's pose. Bring your toes together. Inhale, Cobra. Now your legs are gonna be opening once you do the Cobra like this, shifting the weight. They're gonna open up a little bit wider than mat width apart. As you exhale, child's pose once again, bringing your toes together. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, Cobra. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Go on, no? Downward facing dog. And bring your knees towards the ground. We're gonna go for Camel Pose, Ustrasana, before we go into our back bends. So bring your hands towards your sacrum. Bring the palms of your hands towards your sacrum. And push your hips forward. Look up towards the sky. Camel pose. Keep shoulder blades together. And come back. If this is too hard, you can bring Jamala. You can bring your toes under and bring the left hand towards your left heel and then lift your right hand up towards the sky. And then change. Right hand towards your right foot and open up. Left hand backwards. Keep pushing your hips forward as if you have an imaginary wall in front of you. So I'll give you a few minutes for you to explore with this posture. You can go ahead and go with both hands without curling your toes under. And keep your drishti or your side always pointing to the tip of your nose or towards the sky. Exhale, release. And we're gonna go and do two, just head warm up for our final pose. That's bridge pose. So we're gonna go ahead and try that out. So I'll give options if this is your first time doing it. Option number one will be bringing your feet together close to your glutes. As you inhale, push through the soles of your feet and lift your hips above the ground. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Hide your shoulders behind your back. Engage your glutes and keep lifting your hips off the ground. That would be option number one. Option number two would be to plug the palms of your hands behind your shoulders. And as you inhale, lift and place the crown of your head towards the ground. Once you feel safe, exhale and push the ground away from you as you open up from your heart space, keeping your shoulder blades together. And just gonna hold it here if you're following along. Just gonna hold it here right now. I'll wait for you. I'm gonna hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, rest. And walk your hands a little bit closer towards your feet. And once again, push the ground and your head off the ground. I'm gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. We're gonna go deeper into our arch, whichever variation you're doing. If you're doing this one and you wanna try it out, only if you feel safe and it feels comfortable for you, go ahead and do it. If not, just repeat it again, the same bridge that we just did. So it takes a lot of practice and consistency in order to get the shoulders to open up. So as you exhale, come back again and plug the palms of your hands. Place the crown of your head towards the ground. Inhale, push the ground away from you. And now as you exhale, I'm gonna start doing little shifts back and forth, feeling the openness in your shoulders, extending your knees as much as you can. Lift your heels off the ground. And as you exhale, lower your crown of your head towards the ground. Wherever you are, bring your knees towards your heart. Hug them. Bring your forehead towards your knees. And roll back and forth all the way until you come into a comfortable seated position. Extend your knees. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky, lengthening through your spine. And as you exhale, forward fold, Paschimottanasana, catch your feet. If you need a prop for this, either a blanket or a strap, whatever you have in order to catch your feet, go ahead and do it. If you don't have one, you can catch right behind, lower than your knees, and as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. And just come all the way back to your back. We're just gonna do a little bit of core work just because it's like the contra posture of back bend. So bring your hands and interlace your fingers behind your back. Keep your knees bent. And now as you exhale, bring your right shoulder towards your left knee as you extend your right knee. And to the other side. Shifting, you're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Extend your arms behind your back. Just gonna touch the ground with your toes and lift the hips off the ground. We're gonna go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Use your core. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees towards your heart space, towards your chest. Hold them one more time. Send your arms in line with your shoulders. And drop off both of your knees. Sink them in towards your right side and look above your left shoulder. Inhale through your mouth, through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Release. And back to center. And as you exhale towards the other side, sink your knees towards the left side and look above your right shoulder. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Release. Let it go. Come back to center. Now, I'm going to go into Shavasana. So, whichever other posture you feel you need to do, make this practice your own. You can go ahead and do it. Just give yourself a hug. And let the palms of your hands face towards the sky. Bring your feet mat width apart and just let them sink in towards the ground. Just feel how your tongue floats inside your mouth. Relax the skin in your face. Absorbing the benefits from the practice. Just noticing how the earth's supporting you. Whatever thought comes to your head, just let it go, let it pass by. Bring your awareness to the sounds around you, the sounds of the night, sounds of the river, the nature. Maybe you can listen to some music, your neighbors, people talking. Just bring your awareness to the layers, different layers of sound you can listen to without judging. Bring your awareness to your breath. Let it flow naturally without really forcing it, just letting it flow. Bring your awareness to the sensations in your physical body. Just giving gratitude for being here. Feeling the rhythm of your heart beating inside of your chest. Very slowly. If you want to stay here as long as you want, you can stay here a longer time. If not, very slowly start moving your toes and your fingers and your feet and your hands and your legs, your arms. And bring your arms above your head and stretch as if someone's pulling you from the tip of your toes to your fingertips. And bring your knees towards your chest and hug them. Bring your head towards your knees and just sink in towards the right side, giving space to your heart to expand. And very slowly start coming up to a comfortable seated position. Noticing the sensations in your physical body. Bring one hand towards your belly and the other one towards your heart space. Feel your love, feel your compassion, your joy, your light. Feeling gratitude for being here, for giving yourself this time, this space, for your wellness, for your well-being. And as you inhale, lift your arms and bring the palms of your hands to meet above your head and bring them to in front of your forehead, your third eye. May your thoughts be thoughts of consciousness and wisdom towards your lips. May you always speak words of freedom, compassion, and joy, and towards your heart space. May you always give and receive the love that you deserve. Bring the palms of your hands towards your laps, and we're gonna say goodbye to our practice by chanting and joining our voices to chant and Om together. And just sing it in your heart with your head, or sing it out loud, whatever feels best for you. Take a deep inhale. The light and love in me recognizes and sees the loving light in you. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's so lovely for me to share my practice with you. Sending you a lot of love and light. Good night and happy Monday.